So this is video number 3, machine setup, and attaching the actual head of the Hammerhead laser screed to the machine. So there's 3 points of contact that we need to ensure get connected. This is your center point, and then there's 2 other pivot points that get connected, and then your hydraulic hoses. So we'll start the machine and bring it in and connect to these quick connectors, and then we can shut the machine off for safety and install the hydraulic hoses. So now that we've got our machine attached to our head with our 3 points of contact, we need to lock in the mechanism here to ensure that the head is fully engaged. You pull back on this handle and release so that it goes into the lock mechanism, and then same thing on the right side of the machine. Do the exact same. Once that's complete, we need to install our hydraulic lines, and we want to always make sure that our machine is shut off prior to installing our hydraulic lines. With this quick disconnect, you simply push the line in and make sure it's locked on both sides. One is larger than the other to ensure that you cannot reverse the connection point. There's also a locking mechanism located here that we want to turn to ensure that the little guide pin is not lined up with the slot in the connector. Now your head is fully assembled, and we can tilt up the mast poles, and they automatically lock with this spring-loaded catch mechanism. Do the same thing on the right side of the machine as well. So once you've got the head completely installed on the machine, your hydraulic hoses are hooked up, you need to remove your head transportation dollies. Simply grasp the mechanism here and then slide the dolly off of the head. Store for after the job is complete on both left and right sides. So you want to open your front storage compartment by releasing the rubber tie downs. Your laser receivers are here in the storage compartment with the connectors and cords already connected. So this clamp will need to slide onto the mast pole. And I want to be very concerned about to make sure that this portion of the receiver is seated correctly on this collar. Holding on, and then there's a tensioning nut that you want to tighten onto that receiver to the mast pole to ensure that it's tight. And then once the receiver is on the mast pole, you want to have it at about a 45-degree angle to the operator compartment and just tighten the mast pole temporarily. You want to do this for both left and right sides of the machine. One thing to note, there is a cable connector within the storage box that you want to flip to engage, so when the cover is closed, you will not pinch the cable itself. Now we'll move to the right side of the machine and we'll install the receiver on the right side. I'm going to grab this receiver, I'm going to take it out of the storage case, ensuring that the cords are connected correctly. Now I'm going to come over to here, slide it down onto the mast pole. I'm going to ensure that this portion of the receiver is fully seated onto this collar, and then I'm going to tighten this down. Tighten the receiver to the mast pole, slightly raise the mast pole up, making sure that it's at a 45-degree angle to the operator's compartment, and then tighten the collar to ensure that it doesn't slip. Then I'll make sure that my cable connector is inserted, and then I can close the cover of the storage case, ensuring not to pinch the cables, and then install the rubber hold downs. Now your machine is correctly set up for a pour.